Research suggests that residents who live in areas with fewer pharmacies could have reduced access to COVID-19 vaccines. I'm Zach Dodge with the story.
Crawford County officials meet to discuss vaccination efforts in that county. A long-standing Carl Junction business announces it's closing.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
New research suggests that if you live in an area with few pharmacies, your access to a coronavirus vaccine could be limited. This is KOAM News at 10. Researchers suggest pharmacy deserts, as they're called, could lead to vaccine deserts, where it takes longer for doses to get to every resident, causing a disparity between rural and urban areas. KOAM's Zach Dodge went to Wilson County, Kansas, where there are only 2 pharmacies, to see if it could be a problem there.
New research from GoodRx suggests that residents who live in pharmacy deserts could have a harder time getting a COVID-19 vaccine. They define a pharmacy desert as an area where residents have to drive a long distance to the closest pharmacy, or one where there's a low pharmacy density per person. So we went to Wilson County, where the population is 8,500 and there's only 2 pharmacies, to see how health officials there feel about distribution.
I think it's going really well.
Now, one thing that this research by GoodRx didn't factor in is the fact that health departments and hospitals are currently administering vaccines. Collaboration that County Health Officer Jennifer McKinney explains they've used to their advantage.
I really believe that we have the manpower, we have the desire, and we have the hardworking people to be able to say, I will work all day and night and weekends to get everybody vaccinated who wants to be vaccinated.
They know that many residents may not be able to get to either Fredonia or Neodesha, where vaccine administration is happening, but they're working on a plan to handle that. The main limiting factor for them so far has been vaccine supply.
It's really frustrating to have so many people willing to help and so many people wanting the vaccine and not have the vaccine to give them.
But what about when supply is available and everyone in the county is eligible? They know it will be challenging, but they feel good about it.
We do a lot of vaccines here at the Wilson County Health Department. We go to the schools and give flu vaccines, a couple hundred in a month. So it's a doable thing to get everyone vaccinated. It's just maybe not going to be quite as timely as in the bigger metropolitan areas.
In Wilson County, Zach Dodge, KOAM News.
Officials in Wilson County tell us since there are no Walgreens pharmacies in the county, their long-term care facilities are still waiting to get vaccines. Crawford County Commissioners today held a work session with county health officials to discuss vaccination efforts. Officials say around 2,600 people have been vaccinated in the county so far, with about 300 being administered per week. The county has had to pause sign-ups because around 2,000 people are already on a waiting list.
Again, I would say to be where we're at is a remarkable feat, and so we all want this faster. And we will give it as fast as we get it.
Kansas is currently in phase 2 of its distribution plan, and the county hopes to be in phase 5 by June. President Biden took action today to provide relief to struggling Americans feeling the financial impact of COVID-19. Vaccine shortages and concern over new variants of the virus are raising worries about the prospect of getting the pandemic under control. Chris Martinez reports.
With the stroke of a pen, President Biden is urging the Agriculture Department to boost pandemic food benefits for low-income families by 15%.
We will not let people go hungry.
The president signed a second executive order Friday calling for a $15 minimum wage for federal workers. As the pandemic continues its destructive path, there's new concern over a more contagious COVID variant from the UK that's detected in at least 22 states. Mutations have also been found in South Africa and Brazil.
If you have a virus that is more transmissible, you're going to get more cases. When you get more cases, you're going to get more hospitalizations. And when you get more hospitalizations, you're ultimately going to get more deaths.
To speed up lagging vaccination efforts, President Biden is invoking the Wartime Defense Production Act. 80-year-old Larry Darcy waited for his shot at a site in San Francisco.
I just hope everyone has the opportunity to get the shot as soon as they can. And I think with our new administration, that'll happen.
But it's not happening yet for many in New York City, where vaccine supply is running near empty.
Right now in New York City this week, we had to cancel tens of thousands of appointments, and we weren't allowed to tap into the second dose supply that's waiting on the shelf for weeks to be used.
New York officials are requesting permission to dip into the second dose stockpile to give to those still waiting for their first shot. Chris Martinez, CBS News.
The Centers for Disease Control says people can receive a second dose up to 6 weeks after their first shot. That's twice as long as the initial guidelines. Checking in with Doug Hetty now for our first look at the weather. Doug.
Hey, Dow. Turned out to be a pretty good day for us today. A little cool, but at least we had sunshine, and it's Friday heading into the weekend. We started at 30-45 for a high. Average high is 45 degrees. Pretty much clear skies out there, and we're going to continue to see clear skies for us tonight. But of course, we're watching our next storm system building out across the Rockies into the Pacific Northwest, and that's really going to change our weather up as we work into the weekend. At least tonight's fine. It's going to be cold. We're going to drop back into the mid-20s. 33 by 9. We'll have sunshine during the morning. Clouds thicken during the afternoon. Could even get a few showers in here by evening. High temp of 48, but big changes moving in by Sunday. We're going to look at that here in just a bit.
All right, we'll catch you then. Thanks, Doug. The Kansas State Legislature votes to extend a bill allowing cocktails to go from restaurants and bars. The bill, originally signed into law in June of last year, would extend the sale of to-go cocktails until March 31st. Supporters of the bill say it's been crucial for restaurants and bars to stay open during the pandemic. The extension is now up to Governor Laura Kelly. The Joplin Chamber of Commerce announced Amazon will open a new facility in Joplin. A jobs listing from Amazon says the facility will be part-time flex roll delivery station located at the Crossroads Industrial Park. According to the listing, they're looking to fill 300 positions. Flexible shifts paying $15 an hour will be available. Applicants will be accepted online only. Their site taking those applications should be open tomorrow. The next couple of weekends will be bittersweet at the Spinning Wheel Skating Center in Carl Junction. After around 40 years of providing family-friendly entertainment, the business will close its doors at the end of the month. The owner's daughter says the coronavirus took a toll on the business, forcing them to close the roller rink for about 20 weeks, and they eventually put the building on the market. Now that they've found a buyer, they're encouraging families to come by for some final trips around the roller rink.
It keeps the kids entertained. It gives them something to do. It's been the only family-oriented, activity in our area since 80s, and I think the kids really enjoy it, and I think they're really going to miss it.
Anyone can stop by for a skate session this weekend and next weekend. The spinning wheel will also be available to private parties until the end of the month. Newton County takes a big step forward in literacy education by securing a federal grant. Both the Neosho and Diamond school districts have won funds through the Comprehensive Literacy State Development Program. The state's awarding a total of $18 million to 32 school districts over the next 5 years to boost literacy. That money is to help pay for more literacy coaches and boost training for educators.
Issues with reading do not end just because a student leaves elementary and walks through a middle school door. Those can follow students on into the upper grade levels, and the needs for reading continue on into the upper levels.
Diamond is going to use the program in grades K through 12. Neosho has earned the grant for secondary services. Coming up, an area school is seeing donations of Chiefs gear, lots of it, and it all stems from a Broncos fan. Plus, an area business is getting their supply of AFC Championship gear ready for a Chiefs win on Sunday. Hey, the Pittsburgh Police Department is the winner of the 5th annual Battle of the Badges. The event featured a blood drive by the American Red Cross and a chili cook-off between the police and fire departments. This year, voters thought Pittsburgh PD had the best chili, but of course everyone is a winner in this. Hey, a young Chiefs fan in Sheldon, Missouri recently learned a lot about his fellow fans in the Chiefs kingdom. Daniel Abbott is a kindergartner who keeps getting Broncos gear sent to him by his great uncle, who is a Broncos fan, even though Daniel, he loves the Kansas City Chiefs. He really loves them. Daniel wore one of those Broncos shirts to his school spirit week, but he told his principal he was really a Chiefs fan, so the superintendent came up with a quick fix. This photo of the makeshift Chiefs jersey went viral. They just put this thing over the top of the Broncos jersey, and now Chiefs fans from all over are sending Daniel, his family, and his classmates a ton of Chiefs gear.
It's good to see that there's people out there that care, and not that this family needs this stuff. I mean, they're not in need. It just, this was a joke that turned into this amazing thing.
It's good.
It's good. Well said, Daniel. Daniel's classmates are also excited to get some Chiefs care packages, which fans are sending to the school. Superintendent says this shows the Chiefs community is about a lot more than just football fandom. Hey, speaking of Chiefs gear, Academy Sports and Outdoors in Joplin, it's been receiving their AFC Championship merchandise. That gear includes shirts and hats and novelty items. The store plans to start selling the gear Sunday night if, or should we say when, the Chiefs clinch another trip to the Super Bowl.
We're allowing customers to check in virtually and wait in their car until we're ready, and then we'll send them a text message and the customers can come in and shop.
The items will also be available on Academy's website when the Chiefs win. A little bit later, Doug and Jacob and I are going to give our score predictions for Sunday's game. And this year, about a third of the fans attending the Super Bowl will be healthcare workers. The tickets, gifts from the NFL. Each NFL team also gets to invite a handful of vaccinated healthcare heroes from their hometowns. 7,500 healthcare workers in total will be in attendance. Super Bowl 55 airs on Sunday, February 7th, right here on KOAM. Chiefs fan Doug Heddy is up next with his complete forecast. And later, a Webb City football standout continues to rack up postseason honors.
Well, it turned out to be a pretty good Friday for us today. We had the sunshine, temperatures a little bit cooler, but still not bad. Mid-40s for highs, and again, it's Friday, so we're heading into the weekend, and it looks pretty good for us tonight. We're going to have clear skies. It is going to be a little bit on the chilly side, but it looks great right now. Great shot. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, of course. Indigo is just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Clear skies stick around tonight. Clouds will increase tomorrow. Showers increase tomorrow night into Sunday, and then heavy amounts of rain Sunday night into Monday. Could even end with a few flakes of snow, and then another system working in by Wednesday. You can always get my long-range forecast on my month-long blog, KOAMnewsnow.com. Already into the 20s. Northern counties, 28, Yates Center, 28, and Fort Scott, 30 in Pittsburgh, 34, hanging on strong. A little warmer as you work down into Oklahoma. Also, southwestern parts of Missouri. Anderson is sitting at 34 degrees. Clear skies, not much going on here. In fact, we'll see clear skies throughout the overnight hours tonight, but the clouds out to the west will start to increase for us during the daytime hours tomorrow. This is our next storm system. You can see it spinning just to the north of San Francisco, and it's going to quickly eject out over about the next 2.5 days and, of course, change our weather up. Tonight's fine. It's just cold. Clear skies, mid-20s. We'll start the day. We'll have sunshine through the morning hours, but by afternoon, clouds will start to increase. A little bit warmer than what we saw today. 26 to start, 43 by noon, high temp of 48. A little breezy, south winds at about 10 to 15. Tomorrow night, we'll start to get some showers in here, especially late evening into the overnight hours. So on and off showers into Sunday morning, but I actually think most of Sunday, it's just cloudy with drizzle. May have a random shower, but mainly just drizzle throughout the day. Let's go into Sunday evening. Here's where the rain really starts to increase. Really picks up late evening into the overnight hours, Sunday night, into Monday morning. In fact, we could have bands of showers and thunderstorms. Heavy amounts of rain, may even have some flash flooding, as several inches of rain is very possible. Heaviest band rolls out by Monday morning. Then we get on the back side of the system. We'll start to cool down. You can see the snow mainly staying to our north, but we could get cold enough. We get a few snow showers in here by the time we head into Monday afternoon. But the heaviest snow is going to stay north of the region, really from Topeka over toward Kansas City. So talking about Kansas City, we got the AFC Championship game, a rematch of the championship game back in 1994. The Bills won that, so the Chiefs got to win this one. It looks okay. There may be a little bit of drizzle that develops late in the game, but I think the weather conditions are going to be pretty good. It's going to be cold if you're going to head up there. We're going to be in the 50s down here. They're going to be in the 30s on the other side of the front, so make sure you bundle up if you are heading north. 48 tomorrow, random shower. By the evening hours, 56 on Sunday. So we'll be into the mid-50s, and then 45 and dropping on Monday. Another chance for rain or snow on Wednesday.
Looking forward to that game. You and Jacob and I are going to discuss our score predictions a little bit later.
Sounds like a plan.
Thanks, Doug. Coming up in sports, more postseason honors for Webb City running back Devrin Weathers. Plus, it's championship night for the girls bracket at the Southeast Lancer Classic. Jacob Leonard joins us with the highlights up next.
Well, tonight is championship night for the girls bracket at the Southeast Lancer Classic. Now, in the finals, we have a pair of one-loss teams in Erie and College Heights. Now, College Heights enters the night at 12-1 overall. Erie is 8-1. First quarter, Kanan Burke. Nice little wraparound pass to Lainey Lett. Other end, Skylar Clevenger. She had 7 in the first half for Erie. Knocks down the 3 there. College Heights, though, up 3 after 1. Second quarter, Maddie Kramer drives and scores. This game tied at 15 at halftime. Cougars would reclaim that lead in the third. Jaylee Johnson from the far side. College Heights up 4 going to the fourth. Now in the fourth, just a 1-point game here until Kanan Burke buries a 3 of her own. College Heights would finish it off. Cougars, Lancer Classic champs, 37-32. To the Freeman Shootout in Frontenac now. Got another good interstate game with the Raiders facing Webb City. Frontenac, good start. Colin McCartney with the short jumper there. Raiders up 2 after 1. To the second now, pass goes to Cole Vaden. He knocks down the 3 from the left side. Webb City now up 22-16. Later in the quarter, Michael Doria is open in the corner. Knocks in the triple. Raiders, though, down double digits at halftime. To the third, Vaden to Nakai Howard. Corner 3 is good. He had 15. Cards still up 12. In the fourth quarter, Luke Brummett down low. You know what he's about. Getting up and rocking that rim. Webb City goes on to win this one 78-60. Webb City's Devrin Weathers continues to rack up postseason honors. The senior running back has been named the Max Preps Missouri Player of the Year. Weathers rushed for more than 1,700 yards last fall, scoring 28 touchdowns for the Cardinals. He helped Webb City go 11-2 overall, make an appearance in the Class 5 semifinals. Now, on top of this award, Weathers actually already earned All-State recognition and was the COC Offensive Player of the Year.
I was pretty surprised when I saw that I got that, and just a little shocked. I thought I had a pretty good senior season. I stayed healthy too. That was a big part of my year. I just wanted to stay healthy and have a good amount of yards.
Erie High School senior Mark Bogner signs his letter of intent today to play golf in college. Bogner signs this morning to join the program at Friends University in Wichita. Bogner earned a league championship as a freshman at Erie and is a 2-time state qualifier. He's looking forward to the chance to play at the next level and hoping that it leads to more down the road.
My ultimate goal is to play on a pro circuit somewhere, so I feel like being able to have that next step will get me to where that pro circuit.
He's got a ceiling that's pretty high, and so when you match that with the golf acumen and the skill set, it gets pretty exciting. Number 2, we thought he had great hands. His short game and what he showed on his visit and his practice round, when you have that, it's the fundamental and foundation of his swing is something we can really build on.
Finally, the game of baseball loses a legend today. Hank Aaron has passed away at the age of 86. Aaron finished his career with 3,771 hits, including 755 home runs, which was a record at that time. He was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1992, and his number 44 is retired by both the Braves and the Brewers. That's a look at sports. Back with more news after this.
We take time to honor a local World War II veteran. Frank Portwood served in the U.S. Army from 1944 to 47. Mulberry, Kansas native, was stationed in France and Germany, and we salute Sergeant Frank Portwood, a four-state hero. At 6, we told you about our score predictions for this Sunday's game from Jacob and Doug and myself. Doug and I talked about ours at 6. We want to get from the sport expert, though. We're all picking the Chiefs to win, of course.
Right.
But by different margins, and you're the only one who picked both teams to go 30 or better.
I think it's very likely that at least one team gets to 30. And I think it's pretty likely as well that both of them get to 30. And I think it's going to be a close game. I think they're both. And I don't even really care about the weather. They both kind of play in bad weather, so I think it's going to be a close game. I think there's going to be plenty of points. I think Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are going to give us the type of offensive game that we deserve.
We're predicting margins of 3 points, 6 points, or 5 points. You agree it's going to be a close game?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it'll be close. In the last 2 minutes.
All right, Doug, you have maybe 30 seconds so you can talk sports or weather and/or a little bit of both.
Yeah, I was so confused on this one. You told me to come up with a prediction earlier tonight, and I just really don't know. I'm shooting for a little bit lower scoring game just because the Bills last week and the week before didn't score a lot, and neither did really the Chiefs. But we'll see what happens. As long as they win, that's all that matters. Now, weather-wise, cold tonight. We're going to go to 48 tomorrow. Clouds are going to increase, but rain increases on Sunday and really picks up on Monday.
Thanks, Doug, and thank you for joining us. Enjoy your weekend. Let's go, Chiefs, and let's take care of ourselves and each other.